Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 505 Food Fights. I'm here with my co-host, award-winning chef and owner of High Point Grill and host of the competition, Chef Mike White. Mike, last week's competition was our first round with the teams, and I just thought it was amazing what we saw come out of the kitchen. How did you feel about the competition?
Yeah, I thought it was a great opening to the season. I thought all four chefs really did an awesome job, honestly, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. But yeah, this one in particular, it was a great way to start us off.
Now we did have a cancellation. We had a team mix-up switch because we had someone who.
Yeah, Chef Fernando Ruiz had a last-minute obligation, a scheduling conflict, and we had Chef Jesse Ray Arbogast stepped in at the last minute, teamed up with LJ Garcia. They went up against Chef Sean Staggs and Israel Rivera, and it was quite an interesting battle to see him go at it. Yeah,
it was, and we had 4 amazing dishes, and you gave them 3 ingredients. You gave them
right. So our secret ingredients for last week, their protein was whole pheasant. We went with a produce of chirimoya, and our curveball we used raspberry, blueberry, and cranberry infused Stilton cheese. So it's fantastic ingredients all on their own. Some of them don't necessarily always mix together. So
right, and I mean there were some interesting ways that cheese got infused. My favorite part of the whole thing is I got to eat quote unquote chicken and waffles twice.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see because we had 2 waffle irons in the kitchen. They both grabbed them at different times, not knowing the other team was doing the same exact dish. They had 2 different takes on it, and it was Chef Sean Staggs and Chef Israel Rivera that came out on top.
That's right. So Chef Sean and Chef Izzy did win our first round, but it was a pretty close, and the scoring was crazy because everyone scored so highly. Didn't you say that it was the highest scores ever?
It was. I believe it was the highest scoring between 2 teams. So there's never been like all 4 dishes had scored so highly before. So it was really interesting. It was really close, and it was nice to see all 4 dishes actually perform to that level.
It was, and we had a packed house. I know you had the live music from Sexford Mission. They came back out, and they've done a great job in the past. They keep the crowd going and lively.
Yeah, it's great. The band and DJ Pandemonium were out there, and we had a lot of members from our charity of the evening was Rebels with a Cause. It's a really cool bike club out here that does a lot of good in the community. So we had them out there in force as well.
And I did get a chance to talk to some of those guys. They're a veteran-driven organization, and they focus on trying to just outreach within their community and help with a lot of different organizations. So I loved that, we had a lot of support from them, but we also had, other chefs from other restaurants coming in, a lot of people in the food industry. It was a great event.
And that's one of the fun things about these food fights is that it's not just a food fight for charity. It's an excuse for all of us in the industry and all the fans of the industry to get together and to have fun and call it a little work trip, but still have some fun at the end of the day.
Well, I remember we had Chef Dominic, last season's individuals winner, and he came in to kind of check out the competition. I know he said he was taking notes.
Yeah, he always says that. He always says that. I don't think he was paying attention too closely.
Well, I'd have to agree with you. I think he was occupied, but we did have a lot of media interest as well. I know you were giving interviews between trying to actually run the competition itself.
It was cool. There's always different stuff going on out there. There's podcasts going on. A couple times local news has come out there and checked us out. There's a lot going on. So it's easy to get lost in the fold while everything's happening.
I was really lucky that I got to taste all the food.
Yeah.
And I was really generous with it. A lot of people were coming around seeing the pheasant and waffles, and they were just like, oh my gosh, I really want to taste that.
Yeah, no, that's another cool part is it's an open kitchen experience, so you can not only go back into the kitchen and talk to the chefs and maybe if they're nice enough to let you taste something while they're cooking or something like that, but if you huddle around the judges table long enough, I'm sure you can pick up some scraps too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. We had 4 dishes. We had a version of chicken and waffles from both teams. It was a pheasant and waffles, which both teams used the cheese in their waffle batter.
Right.
One went more savory approach, one went more sweet approach.
Yep.
And then let's see, what were our other 2 dishes? We had
the pheasant with the there was an avocado relish, I don't know what
That's
to call
right.
it.
That
And
was
then
really
there was a
interesting. Had the
slaw.
chimoya. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
And so it looked like it should have been mushy, but it had the chimoya in it. So when you took a bite, you got this beautiful fresh crunch in it. And I thought that was great because when you taste avocado, you expect mushy.
Yeah, no, it was a nice twist texturally throughout the whole dish. There was different slaws, and then with the, I don't know what you want to call it, relish chutney type thing they had on the
Chutney,
plate.
that's
I
what
don't
they
know if
call
I
it.
would go
Yeah,
that
yeah,
far
yeah.
with it, but yeah, whatever it was fantastic. So and it scored very well, and it was one of the difference makers for Chef Sean and his, definitely.
Yes, and I know Chef Jessica, she put the chocolate sauce with their pheasant waffles.
Which was fantastic too.
She let me taste that when I was in the kitchen, and I swear I was begging her. I was like, "Do you have any more of that chocolate sauce back there?"
Yeah, yeah, that in itself was an amazing presentation of it. But yeah, I don't know. It's maybe just the balance against the sweet, against the savory. Judges maybe like the savory take on it a little bit more, but the points were so close that it could have really gone either way with the last dish.
It was really hard to. I was glad I didn't have to judge because it was hard. I was not. There wasn't a clear winner in my mind. I couldn't say,
Yeah.
"Oh, these guys definitely did better than these." It was like dead even heat, and I had to really think about it. And I wouldn't want to be in your shoes of having.
Yeah, and that's why I try to tell all the competitors ahead of time. There's a lot of things that judges are going to look for. They're going to look for if you used all 3 ingredients in both dishes. You only have to use 2. So the rule is you can just pair up and kind of push one to the side for each dish. But the scoring is going to be so much different if you use all 3 ingredients in both dishes. And if you guys are both present on both dishes this season, that's going to be a big one as well. So it can't just be, hey, you take this dish, I'm going to take this dish and run with it. It's going to be, we created these 2 dishes, and that's something the judges are going to look for too.
Well,
Collaboration to force the teamwork.
yeah, well, I think that both of our teams worked really well together in the kitchen. I think that their dishes were cohesive and came out, really flowing like it was one full dish, not 2 people putting different elements on a plate.
Yeah.
And I actually walked into the kitchen and chatted with all the chefs while they were cooking at various points, and every one of them was confident in their partner. They knew, hey, I'm over here butchering this pheasant, and they're over there making this sauce, and it's all just going to work out. And it did. I was really impressed with that.
And at this level, you have to have that kind of communication with other people. It should be, just a matter of being able to shout across the kitchen and say, what do you think about this? Cool, let's run with it. Or that sounds terrible, don't ever mention it again. Or whatever the case is. But, you got 60 minutes to cook, so we can't spend 30 minutes, sitting there discussing
Right.
opportunities and options. Let's make some decisions and start cooking.
I couldn't believe what they can do in 60 minutes. I mean, it's really not a lot of time when you think about having to create each element of 2 dishes and no prep work is done for you.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, not even set up your equipment. You have to go get everything and
Yeah.
then bring it to you. So,
Oh yeah, it's beginning to end. It's the equipment's not set up for you. Other than it being there, the pots and pans. It's just time's going, beginning to end. Get it out to the judges, and yeah, it's a lot harder once you're in it. 60 minutes seems like 20 minutes once you're in it.
right. Now, I know we auctioned off the judge's seat again, and somebody won that one, and they were able to taste all the food. And I can't remember his name, but he was just loving
Dan.
everything put in
Yeah.
front of him.
Dan was loving it, absolutely.
He had to eat that food. He
Yep.
was going to win that seat and eat that food. So that was
Definitely.
good to see. And Curtis tells me that they did really good as far as the donations they received and were able to give.
Yeah,
to the cause.
it's every dollar, matters to these organizations. Every little bit helps somebody out.
Right.
And the fact that we can all just get together and essentially screw around and raise at least $500 or better. We've raised as much as $1,500 in one night before.
Right.
And it really goes a long way with these. I remember there was an organization, we did St. Felix Food Pantry and we did Roadrunner Food Bank, and they said every dollar is 3 or 5 meals.
Wow.
Yeah, so in one night we were able to provide almost 2,000 meals.
That's
just because
amazing.
we like to get together and screw around and cook some food.
Now, and
you know?
next week's charity is actually Make-A-Wish Foundation.
The New Mexico chapter specifically.
Nice.
But Make-A-Wish Foundation, obviously most people know are familiar with Make-A-Wish Foundation.
That's
They're a great organization. They've personally helped my family out and granted a wish for my nephew, which was fantastic. It was one of the coolest trips I've ever been on with them. And I'm really excited to be able to give back to them again. We helped them out last year, and we're gonna do it even bigger this year.
Well, I'm really excited that we are able to bring in, extra donations for these organizations because they do so much positive for our community. And to know that, they've even impacted your life on a very personal level.
Absolutely.
That just makes me even happier that we're going to be able to contribute towards them.
Yep.
So we have another food fight coming up.
That's right.
Tomorrow
That's
night.
right. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Well, every Thursday pretty much, 9 p.m. But tomorrow night, 9 p.m., we have 4 excellent chefs coming back in. We have 3 new ingredients. And no, I'm not going to tell you what they are. So we're not even going to bother covering that. But yeah, we've got 4 new chefs coming in. The first time we have and only time we'll have a team from the same restaurant working in the kitchen. So we've got Turtle Mountain Brewing out of Rio Rancho. We'll have Chris Blanchine and Zach Van Dyke, or as he's more affectionately known as Badger. We'll be going against Chef Sarah Torrey Green out of Sunrise Springs Spa Resort and Marie Iniguez from Slow Roasted Bocadillos.
Well, Mike, we got to take a break, but when we come back, we will actually get a chance to talk with the ladies team, Sarah and Marie. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
High school sports are back. The 2018-19 season kicks off, and you could watch every ProView Network broadcast live on the NFHS Network. Every moment, from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championships. Get your highly discounted monthly pass now. Go to ProViewNetworks.com and sign up. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Welcome back to 505 Food Fights. We are joined today with Sarah Green and Marie Iniguez, our ladies team who is competing tomorrow night. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Of course.
This is exciting.
So Sarah, tell us about how long you've been a chef and what restaurant you're with.
Oh gosh. Technically,
Ballpark is fine.
about maybe 5 years. And what was the question?
Where
And what
are you
restaurant?
shopping?
Yes.
Where do we find you?
Oh, you can find me at Sunrise Springs Spa Resort inside the Blue Heron. Yeah,
Nice.
the Blue Heron's the restaurant inside the resort. So yes,
Where's the resort?
it's the easiest way
PR
to.
team's loving you.
I know.
They're like, does somebody tell her where the restaurant is?
Well, they say Santa Fe just because everybody knows Santa Fe, but it's in the La Cienega Village.
Oh, okay.
So
I know where
behind
that
the
is.
downs.
Yeah.
or the racetrack, not the
Wondered
dance.
that, actually.
And Marie,
Yeah.
why don't you tell us how long you've been a chef and where we can find
Oh
you?
God, I've been too long.
You don't have to give exact numbers.
No, I've been in the kitchen for like 32 years. I'm at Sol Roasted Bocadillos here in the fine downtown Albuquerque, Duke City, inside Wells Fargo Bank.
Oh,
right.
nice. That's a good building too.
Yeah, it's a great building, dude. I love it. We've been there for about 2 years. I had 3 sandwich shops open for a little while, got tired, and decided we were just gonna go down to 1 so I can enjoy life.
And by the way, congratulations on your most recent Food Network.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
You've been kicking all kinds of butt.
I
What did
know,
you
hopefully
win?
I can do it tomorrow. I won a Bike Club
There's another show
Food
on
Network.
Food Network, actually.
with Tiger Florence, but they canceled the whole series. But they did just put it on the air, like on Hulu.
Oh, nice.
On, the Food Network app, stuff like that. But actually, by the end of the year, it'll be 5 different shows that we've been on Food Network.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's
it's
pretty
been
impressive.
pretty cool. I don't know, man.
And
They
you
say I rep the
can,
Duke City,
That's
so I guess
awesome.
I must
Heck yeah,
do
you do.
something.
Are you ladies, you confident that you're going to work well together in the kitchen?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Have you worked together before?
No.
What's the game plan for tomorrow?
We're gonna giggle.
We're
a
just
lot,
gonna giggle.
probably gonna sit down a few beers.
I might run around in
Run
circles.
everywhere. Hopefully make a biscuit. I don't know.
Are
Ya
there-
sabe.
Okay.
You're the magic man, bro. Whatever you give us, we have to make the magic.
You have contingencies in place for what I put out there as far as secret ingredients? You have any ideas already?
I don't know how I feel about the.
Are you prepared for a bag of flaming hot Cheetos?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In case.
I would have
Yeah,
loved
dude.
Cheetos. That
Make
got
look at
anything
that.
into a sauce.
I told Izzy last week that I really wanted to give somebody Pop Rocks as a secret ingredient.
Ooh.
And I don't know what you do with that exactly, but
It's just
it's not gonna
sugar.
be
I
you.
know,
I
maybe just
mean-
make a little shot and then drop them in and it'll start.
I like it. All right, see, they're already planning
Hey,
on
I
even
know.
more screwed up stuff.
I know.
Okay.
Now
I've
is
been
it-
working right now because it's early, but tomorrow at night,
Did it
since
phase
I'm
out?
2
Yeah,
hours
it's
past my
not.
bedtime, I don't know where I'm gonna be, bro.
No?
No. Hopefully this will have enough energy for both of us.
I have the
Usually
energy,
does.
but I don't think quick enough.
That's why we're gonna write it all down.
That's right. You get 5 minutes
We're gonna write it all down,
figure it
yeah.
all out.
I know, it'll be good.
We're
5
gonna write it all
minutes is a
down. We're
ton
just
of
gonna do
time.
it like we're going to work. We're just gonna write down a prep list and
Are
this
you
is where
guys
we're gonna go.
confident that you can beat the boys that
Yes.
you're
Of
competing
course.
against?
Yes.
Thoughts on
We're coming for Dominic.
You
Just
got
kidding.
old school, new school. You got savory. You got sweet. Like you kind of we're like a little.
Okay.
We're gonna be
Does
the
that
dark
mean
horse.
we're gonna see sweet and savory as far as your 2 dishes?
Possibly, probably a lot of spicy también.
Okay.
Hey, we live in New Mexico. Spicy is, yeah, that's expected.
Bro. This is New
Just-
Mexico. We have to put the chile in somewhere.
All right.
I agree. I did
There's no
notice
doubt.
that all the food last week was not as spicy as I would have
Come up with the
expected.
breakfast burrito, bro. I went on this sucker all the time.
Hell
You
yeah.
never know.
Hey, those are
I
crowd
wanted the
pleasers.
last one with
Burrito
eggs.
sliders and tacos. Those are crowd pleasers right there.
Sliders and tacos.
Okay, well, I'm not doing a taco. We've already established this.
I think you're disqualified from doing tacos.
I know.
Have you ladies
I've lost
competed
twice.
in the food fights before?
Yes.
Yes.
We competed
Both
last
of you.
season. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So separately and
Twice.
individuals or as a team?
Separate.
Separate.
Okay.
I was first week, she was second week.
So he was the one that actually had to face Izzy in round 1.
Who didn't show
and
up?
He bailed and Dom took his place.
Oh,
so she got Dom
yeah.
in round
That's
1.
why you have it out.
So-
So Dom-
yeah.
Okay, now I understand.
So
I
she's
don't know if
had
I
Dom
dated or
energy.
something.
Oh, no. He's not my type. He's not brown enough.
He's brown.
Yeah, she's got it out for Dom and Izzy now.
I
think,
can
so
tell you
revenge.
Dominic's got a target painted on his back because I know Izzy had it out for him and wants to compete against him. And now you're saying you do. I'm telling you, he's going to have to be every chef at the top of his game.
It's on. It's on.
Yeah.
He's
That's what
a
you told
good
me the other day. I
competitor.
want to compete against you because you make tacos and I make tacos. And I'm like, well, let's
It
go,
would be
bro.
in the semifinals, right? Because
Let's
they
go.
go
Yeah.
next week.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going next week. So
Taco
if they
time.
are able to advance, and you guys are able to advance, then you guys would see them eventually in the semifinals if that's your
You
goal.
never know.
If that's really your goal, maybe you just
Well, we
sweep
just
the
want to make
board
it
and
to the
don't even worry about it.
finals. And
We just want to win tomorrow and then we'll work on everything after that.
Yeah, we just got to make it first round.
Totally confident, man. You got new school and old school. Let's
I
go.
like it. Any ingredients you're completely terrified of seeing me uncover?
Oh,
No, because
God.
if you bring it, then we'll have.
I've already selected.
Because then you're going to do it anyways.
Wait.
I've already selected the ingredients for
You
this
did
week.
something in advance?
I did something in advance for once.
Wow.
Not much.
Hold on, we got to write it down and put this on paper.
I've got your ingredients already lined up. I'm just curious, like.
I don't like that awful No.
No
I don't
organ
like
meat?
balls. I don't like anything.
Interesting.
No eyeballs?
No Rocky Mountain oysters or nothing like that?
Ooh, yeah, no.
No.
Me and Dominic discussed this on the last one. No,
No?
it will not.
None of that.
You and I need
Okay.
to talk about future ingredients. 'Cause now I'm getting some ideas.
I've got
I
a
don't
list
know, I
already.
mean-
I've got some
I bet
screwed
you
up
do.
stuff.
I go down to the store into the grocery aisle and I'm like, Mike should use this. This would be a
And
great
why don't I
idea.
get these messages? Come on
You
now.
do. I told you you should get pimento cheese.
Oh, yeah.
No one likes pimento cheese.
Yeah, bro, but if you put in like a sweet pepper or something and wrap it in bacon, and boom.
See, I'm with her on this.
love it.
Bacon makes
Let's wrap
everything
bacon.
better.
Do you know what I mean?
Bacon.
Ooh, can we?
Get bacon?
Bacon's not your secret ingredient, I'm sorry.
I know, but I could take it in my pocket.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you could. I have bacon at the restaurant still.
I know, but I
which
can't
you're
find
welcome to use
anything.
it.
The last time I just looked around and said, okay, this is what I want to use.
That, we gotta like take advantage of his
say,
little
You
his
can't
workers.
walk around beforehand
Oh,
and
I
actually
know.
find out where stuff
We
is.
gotta start yelling
When it
at
started,
them.
I was like, I'm not gonna run anywhere.
How you gonna handle
That's
that?
why,
I had the dope staff
that's
that
why
was
the
running
first
around
5
for me.
minutes you just write your list down of stuff that you want to get and be like, do you have actually any of this stuff? And I'd be like, nah, bro. And then we'll figure it out from there. And then we'll figure it out from there.
Me and Sarah are gonna cook both meals in like 20 minutes. We can do it, yeah.
We got this.
We got this.
I'll be happy.
60 minutes.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
gives you
60
some.
minutes.
That gives you.
We're talking about it. It'll be
that-
like
so
20
that-
minutes that we start.
Yeah, this is true.
So with only one dish, technically to think about per person, in 60 minutes, are you going to do some baking? Are we going to see any of that?
Of course. I
In
think that
under
was my
60
downfill. Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
you
could
can.
do it.
I could do it.
I can make cupcakes in 15 minutes, but I have no.
I can ruin cupcakes in 15 minutes.
I could eat the shit out of cupcakes in 15 minutes.
There you go. Hey, we all got something in 15 minutes then.
Good.
I love it.
But that's only 45 minutes.
We're good, Nita.
Where's the?
I'm not even sure.
Well, then you can spend the last 15 minutes giving the competition an earful and throwing them off.
I was
their
going to
game.
say, where's the gamesmanship at? How do you guys feel about Turtle Mountain and Badger and things? Are you going to worry about them? Or are you just going to do
Who's
your
Turtle
own thing?
Mountain? They're from where?
Oh, yeah?
They're from where?
Rio Rancho.
Bro, we're in the Duke City.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You're close.
don't let me tell you I grew up in Rio Rancho.
Don't fight with me, bro. You're with me. That's the first thing on the Duke City. We're in
Yeah,
Albuquerque.
you represent
Okay.
Albuquerque
Right
in
now,
this
you
one.
are boot Kenya right now. Okay, so switch it
Oh.
over. Put on your eyebrows.
Put on your eyebrows.
Put on your white beater. That's your brow show. Let's go.
Yes.
I'll even buy you some Dickies.
There you go. That's the outfit we're going to see tomorrow, I
do
bet.
this.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. I need my back. My
Just call
backup.
you Juera.
You guys are ridiculous.
So, any special words for your competition in case they happen to watch before the show?
Well, I don't know which one's the boss.
Badger or Chris?
Yeah, I
We
heard
got
both
Chris
of them are the
Blanchine
bosses.
and Zach Van Dyke.
Yeah, I heard lots of things. Let's see. I don't know. I bet. See if you can deal with the chirp, man.
Yeah.
It's on.
Have you had any of their food before?
I have not eaten at Turtle Mountain, honestly, in years, but they used to have a dope Reuben. They had a good Reuben that I used
If
to
a
go eat way
Reuben
back
wins
in
the
day.
competition, I mean, I'll start cooking.
Oh,
I'm
no,
pretty
you-
happy with Reuben, actually.
Yeah,
That's
you-
one of my favorite
You
things
wanna
on
go
the
to my
planet
shop
right
so I can
there,
make you
right?
mine?
That's right.
Let me go make you mine. Mine's a whole different story.
I know, I've seen the pictures.
Whole
You
different
should
world.
see some of these sandwiches that she puts
I've,
up
I've
there.
been hearing about the
Holy
sandwiches. I think we're gonna have to talk
You
after
gotta
this
come
because
down
I think
here,
I
baby.
need some of your sandwiches.
We're right down the street.
And I spend
Yeah.
plenty of time in downtown Albuquerque, so
Yeah.
I happen to have to come by and visit.
Right down the street, babe.
Now, I did get to watch you do a podcast with Chef Dominic.
Yeah.
So I know you're over there
Honey.
talking a lot of smack, but I know you two are friends.
He's my honey.
Yeah.
That's just what you
Oh,
do.
dumb.
That's the fun part. That's like the dope
Who
part about
doesn't love Tom?
like New Mexico is all of us are cool. Like
Right.
everybody has their little whatevers and everybody's like, talk, but like everybody's happy together. And like for us to be able to go cool, I'm sorry, you're probably gonna beat me all day long. But like all of us, when we get to go have fun together, it's like a whole different thing because everybody's cool. Everybody's cool. We like to get
Yeah.
along. We like to do the same thing. So like, why not all go play with some fire and gas? Let's go.
I
Yeah.
see that when I come to the competition. All these chefs come to cheer you guys on, and that's what they do. They cheer you on. They're all supportive of
They're just
both
wanting to see
sides.
what you're gonna do.
Of course, they're over here saying to this team, "Oh, you guys are the best. You're going to beat them," and then they run over here to you guys and they say the same thing. They're very supportive.
It's support. It's just, it's all love.
It's all love, dude.
Exactly.
It's just fun. You know what I mean? For us to be able to go make some money for people to go have, a few beers with each other and talk and eat food and like, what more family do you want? that's what family is made of, is like food, fun, you know what I mean? And being together.
Yeah.
And for you to be, and honestly, I don't know of any other city, but to get as many dope chefs that we have in this community in one room, like why wouldn't you want to come to that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see everybody's faces all over the place, the news.
That's the tagline
We're
right
on
there. I love
everything. You know what I
To
mean?
get that many dope chefs in one room,
like,
why wouldn't you come?
Why wouldn't you come? I
Yeah.
mean, like, and then, you know, because everybody says, oh, I don't get to go over there. I can't. We're really busy. We're working. This, that, and the other. Well, you know what? Tomorrow's night's the night. Be there. Be there at 9 o'clock. Have a beer. Have some good food. Listen to some good music. And get a lot of laughs. Like, that's what it's about.
I love that Mike has set it up on a Thursday night because I know chefs are crazy busy. And by 9 o'clock, you know, most of the kitchens are really mellowed down. And these guys, you can see that they cleaned up their own kitchens, just took their chef's coats off and ran right over so that they could be there for the competition. And then their families are coming, their friends are coming, and then it's the spot, or not the sponsor, but the charity who we're supporting, they're there, their families are there. And I mean, it's crazy. I run into someone I know every single time that I didn't see at a previous one. I meet lots of new people. I think I gave out 10 business cards at the last one. And it's such a great environment. It's very, very welcoming to everyone. So I think that's, not only do you have all the dope chefs, and you're right, for a size town of Albuquerque to have that many dope chefs, to have them all in one location, why wouldn't you go?
Yeah, and all laughing and having fun. Like, that's
Yeah.
the whole point. It's
And
not
the beer and wine,
serious.
that's right.
And everybody's good sports. If we lose, we lose. You know, what are you going to do? You can't win everything.
You get to talk to Marie, as seen on TV, on multiple occasions.
Why do you have to
Right.
keep saying that?
Because I'm proud of you. You make me happy. It makes. I like to see
I'm
New
like the
Mexico.
oldest one.
Huh?
I'm like the grandma of the whole bunch.
It's so like I don't care.
You got the most
so
wisdom.
You're
funny.
doing it for New Mexico. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
do it for us, bro. Because like, I mean, that's one of my hashtags, dude. Is like New Mexico, like New Mexico chefs. Like, we're the real deal.
yeah.
We're the real deal. We didn't have all this fancy, crazy training, and if we did, we got lucky. You know what I mean? We didn't have all that stuff. We don't have these fancy restaurants here. We don't have anything. But the best restaurants in town are locally owned, and they're owned by chefs.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that's huge. It's not like some big old, place say, let me invest in
No
you and do this
chains,
and that.
yeah.
We're here and we're doing what we want to do, and it comes out of our heart, our soul. You know what I mean? We get to put that on a plate for our people. Like, how
We
can
even
you,
have our own flavor.
dude? That's
New Mexico
it.
even has its own flavor with the green chile that we put in our food and the
Yeah.
red chile. We
Colorado
have
can
yeah
just go
we have our own flavor.
Just saying.
What I heard
Don't say you
Colorado's
really
growing
can't talk about
something that they
chili.
call chili, but it's not.
But girl, they stole the seeds from us and they just put it up there. But I'm gonna tell you what, Colorado's cool and everything, but they ain't got the sweet heat of New Mexico
No,
that makes that chile our chile.
No, they need to stick to growing their flowers and let us grow the
Exactly.
chili.
Boom.
That's right.
That's it, man. We are just one, man. We are one, and we're one and different from everybody else.
Well, ladies, before we wrap up, tell us one more time, Marie, where can we find you?
Slow roasted bocadillos, inside Wells Fargo Bank. Come by Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. Bomb breakfast burritos, best sandwiches you'll ever have.
And Sarah, how can we find you again?
She doesn't know. She's right here.
Travel
She's right
16
here.
miles.
She knows she's here.
Turn left at the old oak tree.
Oh gosh.
And then you'll see a horse.
Go to the racetrack. Well, yeah, you're pretty close with the
There is
horse.
a horse there.
There's a horse.
There's a horse named Tucket.
It's right next to Las Golondrinos.
Golondrinas.
Yeah, there you go. She's got this.
You're gonna have an email from marketing. I got news for you.
At Sunrise Springs Spa Resort.
Well, we'll definitely have to come check both of you ladies out sometime soon. Mike, any words of encouragement or advice for these ladies before we wrap up today?
No, just plan nothing. Go in there and do it. You know how it is.
Yeah, that was
They already
my
know.
weakness.
You open the box and look
Clear the
inside, it's
mind.
like-
Yeah, clear the mind.
bro.
Go in there and just cook.
Yeah, but we
You
got a
already know what to do.
refrigerator right now.
Y'all already know what to do.
Is it already dead? Is whatever they're cooking already dead is my only question.
What time is it? Yeah, of course. Of course.
Really?
Oh,
I don't
no
think I've done
crickets.
live anything yet.
You should. That would be dope.
Thought about that.
I know.
It's on my
Because
list.
people have weird things about that, like to have to take one out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and I cannot wait to see you compete tomorrow night. And I want to wish luck to your competitors as well, even though they weren't here today.
See, they're already scared.
There you go. Hiding.
And I want to thank all of you for joining us once again on 505 Food Fights. And we hope to see you out there tomorrow night. Thank you and have a good night.